Hello, my name is Starla Henderson, and today we are going to do the final step before you quilt it for our fall sampler. We've come a long way in really a short amount of time, but we're going to ink the leaves. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. On these leaves, and hopefully you can see them, I'm going to try and get it really up close to the camera. I have drawn in the little veins of the leaves on all of them. And what I used for this is I used a brown micron pen, and then a few of the darker fabrics I have a black one. Same thing, it's 005, and so if it was really a dark fabric like the burgundies that are in here, I used the black. And this is really simple. And I've been using inking as well as embroidery on my applique quilts for embellishment and to bring out those details that I can't get. They're so fine I can't get them with the applique, but I can get them through these techniques. And the leaves are really easy. And if you just go outside, pick a leaf off of a tree, go look at it. All you're going to do is I make just a squiggly line kind of down the middle. And I don't necessarily connect it to the top or the bottom. Sometimes I do. It's up to you. And then I just make little dashes randomly. There is no right or wrong to this. All the way up. Do that again. Little dashes. And sometimes I'll make little dashes off of my little dashes, because if you look at leaves, you see that too. And I did this on every one of those leaves. It took me a little while. And then this is permanent, but I always set any inking that I do with a hot iron. I just take the iron and set it on top of it and press it for just a second. And it helps set that ink. And like I said, I have done this. This is just one way of using, of inking. This is how I do leaves. Here's another sample of something else I'm working on. This is just for me. I'm going to find one that you can really see right here. And in this one, I used green. I'm quilting this right now. And you can see there's a lot of embellishment on it. But I have used green just to bring out the green in this. And it's a micron pen. They come in a lot of different colors. And I've just drawn in the veins. Then this one, I used brown. On the petals of the leaves, the petals of the flowers, excuse me, I made just little dash marks to kind of give just a little bit of a pop to the petals of the flowers. On some of these leaves, because I couldn't really get as fine as I want to with thread, I made just little dash lines around the leaf to just give it a little feathery look. And they're all small, but when you look at them, especially from a distance, even though you can't see the individual effect, it adds something to the whole thing. It gives it a lot of texture and a lot of interest. And inking is not hard. The first time I did it, it scared me to death because I'd spent so much time on that quilt block. The last thing I wanted to do was to ruin it by inking. But it's all a part of the learning process. If you make a mistake, cover it up with another piece of applique, or with embroidery. There's always ways to fix it. But I never made a mistake that I couldn't somehow fix, and it always has added to my quilt. I hope you'll experiment with this and send me some pictures so I can see what your quilt looks like. Thank you for joining me for the fall sampler. We'll be starting the spring sampler very, very soon. Thank you. My name is Starla Henderson, and this is Fronter House Quilts Blog.